Ein Sof, without end, boundless, limitless in power and dominion. You alone are beyond the reach of human pride and earthly thrones. As kingdoms rise and fall, teach me to rest in the certainty of your infinite rule and everlasting purpose. Yehovah Elohi Ein Sof, Kadosh, Kadosh, Kadosh. Please fill me and lead me and cover me and stir me and speak through me with your Ruach HaKodesh, that I may speak your written words with boldness and humility to those who listen. I ask all these things in Yeshua HaMashiach's name. Amen. We'll start with the Shema. Listen and obey. Children of Yehovah, pay careful attention and respond. Yehovah is our power and authority. Yehovah works in unity with himself, and you shall act upon your love to Yehovah with your power and authority, with your thoughts and mind, with your entire body, and with all the muchness that you have. Yod, Hey, Vav, Hey. Hand, behold, now, behold. Daniel chapter 11, verses 36 through 45. The king will do as he pleases. He will exalt himself and consider himself greater than any god, and he will utter monstrous blasphemies against the God of gods, and he will prosper only until the period of wrath is over. For what has been determined must take place. He will show no respect for the gods his ancestors worshipped, or for the god women worship. He won't show respect for any god, because he will consider himself greater than all of them. But instead, he will honor the God of strongholds with gold, silver, precious stones, and other costly things. He will honor a God unknown to his ancestors. He will deal with the strongest fortresses with the help of a foreign god. He will confer honor on those he acknowledges, causing them to rule over many and disturbing land as a reward, and distributing land as a reward. When the time for the end comes, the king of the south will push at him, while the king of the north will attack him like a whirlwind with chariots, cavalry, and a large navy. He will invade countries, overrun them, and move on. He will also enter the land of glory, and many countries will come to grief, but these will be saved from his power: Edom, Moab, and the people of Ammon. He will reach out his hand to seize other countries too. The land of Egypt will not escape. He will control the treasuries of gold and silver, as well as everything else in Egypt of value. Put and Ethiopia will be subject to him. However, news from the east and north will frighten him, so that he moves out in great fury to ruin and completely do away with many. Finally, when he pitches the tents in his palaces between the seas and the mountains of the holy glory, he will come to his end with no one to help him. How can we learn to love our Creator after reading this fascinating final section of chapter 11 in Daniel? We can love Yehovah by refusing to exalt human rulers over his sovereignty. Love Yehovah by remembering that his purposes prevail even when prideful men rage. Love Yehovah by humbling ourselves before him daily, resisting arrogance. How can we love our neighbors as we love ourselves and as Yeshua loves us? Encouraging them to place trust not in leaders, systems, or nations, but in Yehovah's unshakable kingdom. How can we bear one another's burdens? By standing alongside those disillusioned by failed rulers, lifting their eyes back to Yehovah's eternal reign. What are the top 3 fruits of the Spirit found? 1. Faithfulness. Trusting Yehovah through the arrogance of kings and shifting empires. 2. Self-control. Choosing humility rather than following prideful power. 3. Peace. Shalom. Resting in Yehovah's infinite rule when chaos swirls. What is the Hebrew word that encapsulates this chapter? Ga'ava, pride, arrogance. Inflated self-exaltation against Yehovah's sovereignty. Anchor verse, verse 36. The king shall do as he wills. He shall exalt himself and magnify himself above every god, and shall speak astonishing things against the God of gods. How can we find Yeshua in the scriptures? The God of fortresses, verse 38, reflects man's trust in strength and force, contrasted with Yeshua, who conquers through humility and sacrifice. The rage of arrogant kings foreshadows the final rebellion before Messiah's eternal reign. Yeshua is the true Prince of Princes, who alone subdues all kingdoms. Daniel 8, verse 25, Revelation 19, verse 16. Mitzvah response, Torah-based, mitzvah. Deuteronomy 8, verse 14. Then your heart will be lifted up, and you will forget Yehovah your God. A response might look like this: I will guard my heart against pride, remembering daily that all authority belongs to Yehovah alone. Hebrew declaration: Ga'avat, Malachim, Nishberet, U Melchut, Yehovah Nisech. The pride of kings is shattered, but the kingdom of Yehovah is everlasting. We'll end this with the Aaronic blessing using the name. Yehovah will kneel before you presenting gifts, and he will guard you with a hedge of protection. Yehovah will illuminate the wholeness of his being toward you, bringing order, and he'll provide you with love, sustenance, and friendship. Yehovah will lift up the wholeness of his being and look upon you and set in place all you need to be whole and complete. Shalom, shalom.